Another day at the SEC, another cluster. Welcome to OG Crypto and NFTs, guys. Every day I'm going to go over the hottest news in crypto. Now, a lot going on in cryptocurrency, blockchain, and NFTs, but mostly in what price action. Everyone is talking about when is my money, when I'm win moon bag. Guys, I'm going to go over that today. Go over one of the most pivotal cases out there that's going to probably give us direction, and then a couple other things that will also give us direction on when we can see the market really flip the switch and go up. Today on OG Crypto and NFTs. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in blockchain, cryptocurrencies, as well as non-fungible tokens. And let me just say this about non-fungible tokens. It's not really a Shaq day. I know the NBA playoffs are on right now, but it's not Shaq's day. Oh, let's jump right into it. This is a very interesting article. It says, and this is Fortune magazine. This is actually the biggest article or the biggest news of the day. Ripple fans push XRP price as conclusion in case against SEC draws closer. Well, how many times have we heard this over and over and over and over? But it's really interesting because we're getting so many different signs out there that this case might be over. Now, as we know, about a week and a half ago, or actually 2 weeks ago from today, the Emi emails were going to be released by the judge. She said it's going to take 3 weeks, they'll be released to the public, which is probably a lot of damning information on the insiders of the SEC. Well, the SEC then asked for an additional week, so they were granted that. So June 13th is a day in which we'll hopefully see the Emi emails. If those emails suggest that XRP and Ripple were not a security, they were commodities, it's going to be very damning against the SEC on this case. Now, where am I going with this? Because obviously everybody here is going win moon bag. Well, and it's not just for XRP, it's for the entire sector. Well, there's several different things. One is if they were going to get clarity, if the judge came out and said that an outright win for Ripple and XRP, well, that might really spur on a rally here. But more likely is a couple other scenarios. One is the judge, and this is what has been talked about, splitting the baby. Okay, initial sales of XRP from different market participants within Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson were securities and that they should be paying for it. But anything on the secondary market or aftermarket is all commodities. And I think that is actually somewhat of a decision that I think is going to be made. We're going to see. But the third scenario would be a simple, behind closed doors, we're going to go, hammer this out and come up with a settlement, which will be bad for crypto and will not pump the market. It will pump XRP and it'll pump Ripple because Ripple wants to IPO. But ultimately, it will hurt the crypto market because the clarity will be locked behind a contract that nobody's going to see. Now, that scenario makes more sense for Gary Gensler to do that than it is for him just to lose outright one way or the next, especially lose on secondary sales, because then everyone can use that judge's decision against the SEC. SEC is not suing anyone really for a lot of initial sales, but they're also suing them for secondary sales, and that's where I think a lot of these get out of jail free cards will come in place if that ruling comes. The other issue, of course, is the economy itself, and that's the other issue. I really feel that the expendable income sitting on the sidelines is just not really there like it was for the last, in 2021. And because of that, because the economy is in a worse situation, I think that's going to hurt crypto. But if we can get adoption, meaning if we can have bigger companies come in and they're able to then invest into crypto, I think we're going to see a huge surge worldwide. We know that the Hong Kong initiative, where China came in and allowing Hong Kong exchanges to now sell crypto to the Chinese people, that could be a big deal. And we're going to find out what happens on Thursday, because that's when trading will begin. That's the day it's happening. CZ went on a couple of programs over the weekend and he felt that was going to be a big catalyst. But I'm just like, there's so much uncertainty going on there, especially around Bitcoin, especially where the government keeps selling off Bitcoin and they're the third largest holder. And then you have Mt. Gox, just a lot going on. So, all right, let's jump into it. SEC again settles case against Wahi Brothers for Coinbase insider trading. We knew about this. We knew that they had to put something together. There's just a lot going on in this case. We know that the brothers were out there. They were front running any of the new coins that were hitting Coinbase. Anytime a coin is then launched on Coinbase, once it is launched the first day or so, or even the days before, you see it pump because you're bringing in so many more retail buyers to purchase it, so then you can go pitch it and then it goes up. Well, those guys were buying it on other exchanges, and then they'd go on Coinbase and they would turn around and sell it, and that's how they made money. Got sued over it, but it looks like the SEC was having a little bit of trouble in this case, and so besides prosecuting anybody, they just went ahead and settled it because I think they want some of those coins that they considered securities. I think they wanted to have it somewhere written down, otherwise they wouldn't have any of it. All right, let's jump into the NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and I'm gonna bring on our producer, Emi. How are you doing, Emi?
I'm good, how are you?
I am doing fantastic. Looks like a big celebrity right at the wrong time is Shaq. The NBA playoffs are right now. I think, in fact, I didn't actually watch the game yesterday, but I don't know if Miami or Boston won. Either way, Denver's been waiting for him. So we're going, the NBA finals are coming up here next couple of days. And Shaq is just in a bad situation here. Oops. So Shaq's latest celebrity to be sued over a sale of NFTs. The thing is that it's almost to a point where, it's not good to put your name on anything today unless you have paid and you have a contract and then you have security such as some type of insurance.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. This is pretty wild because did Shaq get caught up in the FTX thing too?
Shaq was one of the people that promoted the FTX.
Man, now to have this go down, this sucks because it says that he is being accused of violating Section 50 of the Securities Act of 1993, and it's in relation to his Astro project, his collection Astro project. Man, what a bummer.
So what happens is, and I watch, and if you watch this show enough, I'm a big Shark Tank guy, right? I watch Shark Tank, and sometimes on a smaller project, they've been saying this over and over. Some of the sharks are saying, well, guess what? If it's risky and somebody wants to sue, they sue the company but more importantly, they sue me or the celebrity, whether
the individual, yeah,
Cuban or Lori Grenier or whoever is out there, Mr. Wonderful. So they're saying it's not worth the risk because people will just sue to sue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you look at this NFT collection, Astrals, which really blew up. So he sold a few, and instead of anyone prior saying it was a security, now they're saying the project's a security because Shaq has deep pockets. So that's the issue, is that because Shaq has deep pockets, then we're going to go sue thinking he'll just give me $1 million, $2 million, and class action, he'll give us $10 million, right?
Oh, okay. So Virginia resident Daniel Harper, who invested and suffered losses when the market tanked. Wow. That sucks. Poor Shaq.
Yeah. So now this is a lesson, that the Kardashians are learning, and now anyone. It's tough unless you have something established. We know that right now, the crypto industry, whether it be coins or NFTs, there's no regulation for them. It's a wild, wild west.
Yeah.
So, right now, that, I don't know if you know this, but Ripple's being sued by a guy who says that he bought $200 worth of XRP and lost like $100 or so. So he's trying to get a class action lawsuit against them, saying that he bought it because the company told him to buy it.
That's ridiculous.
So then John Deaton jumped in and said, here's 75,000 people that think you're full of crap.
Yeah.
And so he's having a hard time right now going through it because Ripple lawyers are attacking him as well.
And they're just
over $200.
Yeah, Ripple lawyers are going to be excellent too. So this is silly. Let's move on. Okay, can you read that headline?
Mercedes-Benz Web3 armed to release NFT collection with digital art community fingerprints DAO. It's pretty interesting. I kind of like the work. It's called Machine, but you see right here how it's spelled. It's like the machine, like
Yeah, so it was created by Dutch artist Harm van den Dorpel and draws inspiration from automotive concepts. There's going to be 3 main collections. And let me see. It's 1,000 it's ETH, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Plays on themes of velocity and perception. And it also wants the artwork to mimic a wheel in motion. Sales open as a Dutch auction on June 7th.
Wow, crazy.
Interesting.
Crazy. So again, you start seeing, more and more companies adopt it, and it's like they're not scared of this being a security. Shaq's just getting sued for this.
It's so crazy, dude. It's the wild, wild west and the luck of the draw, essentially, until
Right.
we have some sort of regulation or clarification of any kind. Okay, and then our last one.
Well, we know this for a fact. If you guys watch us over on TikTok, we go the blue chip roundup every single week, and we're just seeing, Ethereum, mostly all Ethereum based, or ERC20 based projects are just getting crushed. Why? Ethereum is just not it's not the thing to do. It's not the chain to put your project on because the gas fees are so high. It's so ridiculous. So it says investments in top projects such as the Doodles, Invisible Friends, Moonbirds, Goblin Town have lost up to 95% of their value in Ether.
Yeah. So I actually just finished Blue Chip.
Well, Cool Cats are definitely part of it too. I know that. Cool Cats got crushed.
Yeah. So hold on. I'm gonna drag this across so they.
Okay.
We did see a very small uptick back towards normal when it comes to where the prices are at.
Right.
So we're seeing some increases instead of all decreases. So at least that's a positive, but it's still.
So what's the top and the bottom there? So you have 2 different numbers.
Top is well, this is out of order. This is in order. So top is Bored Ape Yacht Club. Bottom is Cool Cats.
Okay. Well, no, you have
No, this is out of order. This double.
Got it.
Look at this. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, we've been seeing it. The deterioration. Again, it was a craze. It's not a craze anymore. Will it come back? I think it will, but it will absolutely separate the good projects from the bad projects.
Yeah. If you have no value, like. You're just going to be running out of town.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, some of the projects I'm in that have been going on for the last couple of years have all been gaming type projects.
Yeah.
So you're seeing them come around. It took about a year or so to make the game.
Mm-hmm.
So we're seeing those come around. But I mean, all this, the cute pictures and saying we have a great community such as Cool Cats. I mean, they were pushing 8 ETH. Now they're pushing, 0.6 ETH or half ETH.
It's horrible. If you don't have some sort of utility, or if you're not tied to gating, or if you're not tied to something interesting, good luck. And I think that's why Bored Ape Yacht Club is pivoting the way they did, and why they had, the guy from Activision Blizzard come over as one of their big wigs and this and that. So we're gonna only continue to trend. But hopefully the NFT market will cover or pivot or something soon, because it's been kind of gnarly.
Bitcoin ordinals have been doing good, but it's killing the Bitcoin network. It's causing it's so slow, and you're paying such high gas fees on Bitcoin, so it just doesn't make any sense there. Now Cardano's doing very well. You're seeing a lot of people go there. There's Algorand, Hedera. You're seeing XRPL, where you're looking at instant purchase sales for pennies. Polygon is another one. There's Optimism, Arbitrum, where they're
There's
cheap.
a lot of other good choices.
Right.
Let's just put it that
Tezos,
way. Yeah,
we know
there's
that.
a lot of other good choices. So once everything is able to kind of get on these better choices, I think the market will recover a lot more quickly.
Right.
But until then, it's going to be really rocky and up and down.
Well, I did see that there might be a bridge between the Ethereum NFTs that can bridge over to Bitcoin, but I don't think, I just don't, I mean, here it is right here. It says Bitcoin ordinals to bridge Ethereum NFTs with launch of BRC21. Bitcoin is not made for this.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many times I have to tell people, Bitcoin is not the solution. It's not a payment. It's not a solution to mint NFTs. They cannot, if you read the white paper, it was more for value. It was more for the revolution side of it than it was to sit here and tell me it's digital gold. It's not. It's speculation purely. And the system is running so slow that it just is ineffective right now. And it continues to be ineffective. And I think that's what's holding the price back. So, well, guys.
That's it for us today.
I think somebody wants us to go.
It's time to go. Bye.